Hello and welcome. Hope everyone is having a good Saturday today. It's been a fast week. Definitely a fast week for me. How's everyone doing? Hope pretty good. Yeah. This week we have a decent amount in store for you. Hero Tournament of Power still going on. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be doing our Clash of Worlds fights. We're going to be doing our Osh fights. A few updates where we're going to be doing a few things on stream, seeing if we get a little bit lucky with some RNG. And then we actually are going to have a giveaway, and I'll talk about that more in just a little bit of what that is going to look like. So only people who are going to be on the stream are going to be able to participate. Hey, Kay, thanks. How are you doing? Yeah. And then we're also going to be talking about upcoming events too. We're going to be talking about upcoming events. What else is there that is going to be happening within the next month? Because we did get the release of all the events that are going to be going on. So we'll be talking about best times to spend, things that you should be looking forward to, all that good jazz. Hey, Gujo. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Here, Tournament of Power. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing in this thing? I am going to probably be doing a video tomorrow focused around the Hero Tournament of Power and the ending that I have. I know I've talked about this on previous streams, and what I've always heard is, why do I not get in a hard group? Well, it's not as easy as it used to be. Look, I got a 200,000. We're still a day away. I have no idea how much more this guy's going to go up. I could, if I knew he was going to stay at 200,000, I could probably beat him. I could probably beat him at this number. I don't know how much more I would be able to get. Besides that, if he goes up to like 250, 300, I might be in trouble. And at that point, I would do what I've always preached: try to find a tier that you can be right above and get the max prize that you can without spending all your resources. Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's talk about what I've been doing so far in the Hero Tournament of Power and what I will be doing moving forward. So I've basically been getting minimum points. I've been intentionally trying to get minimum points throughout the week. I like to save all my stuff until the last day, usually the last 15 minutes if I can stop it. But those points, a lot of the points that I have gotten, I've actually just been upgrading some of these hero skills, like here, right? Now, this doesn't give a ton of points, just upgrading some of those hero skills, but it does give you some. And because I still have a few of those, unfortunately, I can't level any heroes. That would be a great way to get points. But I still have some of these that I can level. So it's a way to get a few points. Might as well throughout the time. It's free besides using gold, but I have plenty of it, so we're all good. I'm first in mine at 100K, but I think I'm going to finish third or fourth praying for now. You think some people are going to pass you at the end? It's possible. It's definitely possible. You know, who knows what's going to happen. But good luck to you. Definitely good luck to you. Yeah. So I haven't been doing a lot for mine. Let's go ahead and do a little bit. I actually haven't even done any of my ascension for today. And I'm going to do enough just to get this prestige quest done. I'll save most of it for tomorrow. But I do want to, if I have the ability to get a few extra points, let's go ahead and do that. Let's figure out who we can ascend. Ooh, Astaroth is right there. I guess we'll go ahead and do that. That's one. Maybe we can do one more to try to get max points. That's close. Can't do that yet. Not going to do Cornelius. Morgan, maybe? Or Corvus. I got to figure out how I want to spend these. These are really hard to... The Vibrant Intelligence Crystals. Like, I have so many heroes that need this. I know Morgan does. I know Dorian does. And I know Cascade does. I kind of have to figure out which Ascension one I should be leveling up there. I'll probably... Who's most important in strength? Let's go ahead. Just do. We'll do one for Morgan. We'll just do one for Morgan. Hopefully that gets us all the way there. There we go. Okay. Awesome. All right. That gets us those points, and that might have pushed us to the final. Yep. Great. All right. So I got 4,000 points for today. I'm probably not going to get more besides just leveling up some hero skills. So that's what we're going to be focused on. But let's talk about ways to get points. So there are a lot of ways that you can get hero tournament of power points. For me, what I am saving right now, these great enchantment runes, I have a ton, and only thing that it costs is gold, which I also have a ton of. So I'm saving those to the last day. I will probably be leveling up Cascade's abilities, and then if I finish Cascade, I'll probably start on Polaris. That's, I think, what my focus is going to be for right now. So that's going to be number one, those great enchantment runes. I am going to be leveling up right here, skins a lot of times. And just to make sure everyone who's watching is aware, do not upgrade your skins yet. Do not do it. Do not do it. Seer's game starts tomorrow. Seer's game has an upgrade any hero skin a certain amount of times. So does the Hero Tournament of Power. It's both 130. So do not upgrade those skins until tomorrow. That way you're getting a double bonus. And I like to do this regardless of if it was a double bonus or not. I like to do this just because it gives you a lot of skins back. Like 30 large skinstone chests, that's a lot. This 25, 20, like you're going to be getting a lot of resources back just by doing this quest. So even if you're not trying to win, level up heroes that you don't like their skins that much, right? That are cheap. You know, the 50 skins for each level upgrade. Definitely worth it just to get these prizes. Like I kind of do that for this, the artifacts as well, which I'm also going to be upgrading a little bit of. But I have done that just because Legacy of the Great Ones is going on right now. I'll be upgrading Ascension a little bit more too. Probably at least to 30. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how many I have. You know, that could happen. Spending emeralds. I'm not going to be spending a lot of emeralds on this thing. But I did already do the max energy. And because I'm in a ticket chain, I was able to get a lot of VIP points too, which is, I guess, just a nice freebie. Because of that chain. So yeah. So that's definitely make sure that you're doing like these tasks, specifically leveling up artifacts, hero skins, and even some Ascension. I think it's definitely worth it, especially since Ascension also boosts a lot of your hero power there too. All right, so that's kind of secondary onto what I do. What you also want to be focusing on right here is artifacts. I have upgraded, for me personally, I'm upgrading my Ninja Turtles, and I've upgraded this one, or these two, pretty considerably, and I'm ready to go ahead and evolve these things. These do not get a lot of points if you're just upgrading them one by one on a 1-star. They do not get a lot of points, but once I start upgrading this, it's going to be a ton of points. So this is really where like the heroes, like the actual points come in. This, not so much. 1-star, I can go up to 130. Like, let's take a look here. This is agility 1687. Let's do a little bit of some math. We got 27,785 right now. All right. Let's go ahead and upgrade it once. I'm planning on doing that either way. 27,785. We're going to upgrade it once. Let's take a look. 20, well, there we go. 27,853. 70? Is that it? 70? Yeah, I think it's about that. Yeah. Yes. Olympus, thank you for joining the stream. Guys, yeah, so I mentioned a giveaway. There is going to be a giveaway later on in the stream. I want to give a massive shout out to Olympus, Zeus from Olympus. He reached out to me earlier today. We've been talking a lot. If you don't know who Zeus is, let me go ahead and just share who he is. He is probably one of the biggest content creators for Hero Wars. If you haven't seen his stuff, he has his channel right here. I would highly advise you to go and look at his stuff. He's very knowledgeable in the game of Hero Wars. I personally use a lot of his content. He also has an amazing website that goes over both Hero Wars Dominion and Alliance. as well as kind of more in-depth stats around each hero, each pet, each Titan. And honestly, in a couple streams ago, I actually showed some of his stuff because that's what I use for my Titan fusion upgrading. Like his guide is the guide that I'm using. So he reached out to me. He offered me just some advice since I'm also a content creator. If you don't know who he is, he's a great content creator, even better person. Really appreciate him jumping on the stream. He just wanted to join, and see what everything's all about. So very happy you're on, Olympus. Yeah, and really thanks for everything you've already talked with me about. We had a really good conversation this morning. Yeah. Gustavo. Hey, Gustavo. I'm undecided between focusing on Marksman or Fighter Tree. I have Lara and Zhu close to max, and I'm focusing on Ishmael and Lyria now. What would you recommend? Great question. So, me personally, what I want to focus on is I'm probably going to be focusing on the Warrior Tree. Why? Well, your Warrior Tree is probably going to be more out in front, especially if you are have like a Aiden tank, right? So you're thinking like if you have an Ishmael Aiden, a Lyria Aiden, they're going to be the ones taking the damage. They're going to be ulting more, so you want their stats to be higher. That's my focus, right? What is going to be like, that's why they say usually upgrade tank first. Well, a lot of these warriors with Aiden are going to be tanks. So you probably want to upgrade them if you're going to use them like that. So I would pick Warrior Branch. You can see here, I'm not just not following my own advice. I've leveled Warrior Branch up to almost max. I am starting the Marksman Branch now, Gustavo, but the Warrior Branch is what I upgraded first. Hopefully that helps. And you actually said it right after. I didn't even read that comment. Yep, front of the line. That's exactly right. Hey, Viking. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. So this is also something we're going to be doing in the last day, potentially, depending on if I can win. This is what I like to save for these hero tournaments of power. You want to use these at the very end because they can give you a ton of hero strength right at the end, right? If I'm able to level this up 10 times, that's 9 heroes that I'm going to be leveling up very quickly. That can move me 40k pretty easily, right? So because of that, I like to save these until the end of the hero tournament of power. And if I have a chance to like snipe someone and quickly get to the top, I'm going to do it. That is going to be my primary focus. I'm not sure I'll be able to beat this guy. We'll see. We'll see in the video tomorrow. I'll be creating one. We'll see where I go. If I'm not able to win, I will try to find a space either right above him or right above her, whoever they are, and then figure out like what's the best place I can be. Yeah. Since hero mages are more powerful now with Kristen Cascade, can you make a guide for Isaac, PvP, and Asgard? Yeah, I can make a guide. I think I've done a deep dive on Isaac already. I think. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't. I'll have to look. But yeah, we can absolutely do a guide for Isaac, PvP, and Asgard. He's a crazy important hero. He's definitely a top 3 hero. Someone you should be building out as soon as possible. He is ultimate mage killer, and you need him for PvE and PvP purposes. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's talk about some other ways that you can get points. Hero Tournament of Power, kind of forgotten ways. If you're not max on level, one of the best ways to get a ton of points is just to use your potions to level up those, right? I also have a lot of items ready for a few heroes ready to go, like Ninja Turtles. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to upgrade. I have all of these items. I think I have enough for all of this, so I'll upgrade here. And then I have these 5 red items too. I do not have enough, I think, for this last Unity of Extremes, unfortunately. But I should be able to get them close to there. Cascade is almost in the same spot. I have enough to finish here. I have almost enough. I think I'm really close here on the red +1. I just need a few more Staff of Neutralizations, to get this Awakened Might. And unfortunately, I don't have any of these red chests to do it. These equipment chests do not have the one. There's like a red equipment 2 chest. I think those have those, but I don't have any of them, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah. So there's some other ways. So we already talked about using your runes. We've talked about using artifacts, which I have artifacts ready to go for Ninja Turtles to upgrade there. We talked about upgrading items. We talked about upgrading Ascension, upgrading Ascension branches, right? Gift of the Elements. If you have a lot of Sparks of Power, you can also upgrade those to get some additional points. Just don't try to remove them beforehand and then upgrade them again. It will not count. It will not count. And then skins. We talked about skins. Just upgrade the skins too. And yeah, you'll be able to get a decent amount of points. And then lastly, like all of these quests they'll give me some points, right? Like this is a decent amount for the VIP at least. And then I'll be able to get some there. So we'll see how much I actually get. I don't know if it's going to be enough for first, but hopefully everyone in the chat, if you're watching, hopefully your tournaments of power are going really well. And you're in first or going to be in first. I personally think these tournaments of power are one of the most important things in the game, especially for free-to-play players. You're not going to be getting emeralds easy. Even paid players don't get emeralds easy. This 50,000 emeralds, it's like $50. It's like $50, right? That's pretty crazy. Like $50 worth of emeralds that they're just giving away for free. And if you have an easy group, just getting those can really help you level much faster in the game. So I know there are some people who say like, oh, don't worry about the Hero Tournament Power. It's a pay to win. Well, you don't have to pay. Just be smart. If you can win, great. If you can't win, find the tier that you can be right above to get the max reward. And that's what you want to focus on. Viking, job 1 Hero Tournament of Power in August. You have to level hard against him, Ryan. Good luck. Oh, did he? Yeah. I also won in August. We'll see if I can beat him. Hopefully he's not on stream. That's one of my fears is like I'll be streaming and I'll be telling people my strategy and they're just going to be like, okay, I know I have to stay up against this guy and I know what level he can get to. Yeah, but I mean, he seems like I always check these too to see if they're in a Gold League guild. And usually Gold League guilds mean that they're more active players for the most part. So looks like he is. Looks like this person, I mean, I can tell he's won a tournament of power just from that. So I don't know if any of these other players are going to really try to boost up very quick at the end, but we'll see. Yeah. Entice. I have 3 people over 300K and 7 people over 150. I can't even get into top 15. Yeah, Entice, if that's the case, this might be a hard skip for you, right? Don't try to compete whenever there's that many people competing. You want to compete whenever there's very few people competing. Save as many resources as you can. It's just an unfortunate draw. I don't know any way to avoid that. Sometimes it just happens, right? You can't do anything. But yeah, I would basically only be doing in that case, like these quests. I would still do the quests. I still would do the quests. Definitely the leveling up any hero artifact and definitely the hero skin, as I mentioned, tomorrow, just so you can get the Sears game bonus. Just so you can do that. Hey, Mohammed, hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, so at least Entice, I have an easier group than you do, at least right now. You know, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's go on. Upcoming events. What do we have coming up? We have the Sears game that is going to be starting tomorrow. Everyone's favorite event. Sears game is a test your luck type of game, and most people lose. I think the best idea is to try to save as many resources as possible till the end and see how far you can go. And if you can get 1 grand prize, consider yourself very lucky. I did not get a grand prize last time, so I wasn't able to get the Krista skin. The first game, I was able to get the win just because they gave some free resources out to Facebook players. So, yeah, the Sears game, I don't know if they're planning on a new skin this time. They've done new skins for Chaba 2 times ago, whenever they originally released it. Then they had a new skin for Krista. They haven't announced anything for new skins here. They have not announced it. So I don't know if there is going to be a different grand prize, if they are going to have a new skin. Like on the previous attempts on these, they've done Ascension for 2 different heroes, made them a little bit stronger too. I don't know if that's going to happen again. They haven't made any announcement. that I've seen. So I wouldn't be expecting it, but hopefully there is something that comes out that we can get a skin or something. 2 days we have the Corvus event starting. That is just a hero Titan brawl for those unfamiliar. You want to upgrade Corvus to get as many rewards as possible. The hero brawls usually pretty easy. You usually can get max points without spending. It's a great free to play event. Then let's go ahead and actually go to their calendar. It would look a little bit better. I love Hero Wars Guide because it actually shows you the tasks. But unfortunately, there are a few events that it doesn't put in, which let's go to Hero Wars right here. Here we go. Hero Brawls. Then we got the updated Area of Conquest. I love Area of Conquest. Viking knows about that. He knows I love that. Tomorrow's a 5-time sale too. Yeah, that it will actually probably be a ×6 with the additional bonuses that you're going to get in game. So if you are going to spend, it is a good time to do it. Yeah. But we got the updated Area of Conquest. We'll see what the updates are. New iteration is coming. One that will bring small but meaningful changes and quality of life tweaks. What do you think these are going to be? I personally think that they're going to be something like hopefully giving all the coins immediately to the bank. I would be down for that, right? I think that would be a positive development. If they changed it to Titan, I wouldn't call that a small change. If they like just switched it, hey, we're not doing heroes, we're doing Titans. It's a Titan Area of Conquest. Right? That'd be pretty crazy. Hey, Spooky, how you doing? I don't know what it is going to be, but we'll see. Hopefully it's something a little bit bigger than just like something small tweak, but we'll see. Hi, Mattia. How are you? Yeah. You and your guild dominated us. Yeah, we had fun. Spooky, I hope they do not take this to reduce the Area of Conquest rewards. I am wondering if they've been giving out these chests right here, these chests of patterns. I'm hoping that they do change this to at least the new one where you can get the magic penetration pattern. That is what I'm hoping for. So maybe they update the rewards there. But I wouldn't be surprised if they just said, hey, we're going to reduce these prizes. Would not be surprised. Yeah. Let's see. Olympus actually sent me something. Oh, he has a calendar on his site. Boom, look at this. See how nice this site is? I think it's the best out there. Shows everything. And if you click into it, yep. Look at that. Event details. Yeah, this is great. Love it. Sears game. Yeah, so a lot of stuff coming up. Hey, Nothing. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so a lot of stuff coming up. Later on, we also have, let's see here. Let's go back. Area of Conquest, the updated one, Elemental Synergy, Portal Anomaly, Tournament of Titan Power. I love Titan Week. All of those happen together. That's one of my favorite times to spend. Absolutely amazing time to spend Emeralds, energy, other stuff. It's upgrading the Titans is one of my favorite activities. I'm getting close to max. I'm getting close. So close. Give me like 3 more months and I'll be there, I think. Yeah. Ascension to Asgard, I always spend around this event too. Always spend around that. I love those Eternal Seeds. Yeah. All right, let's actually get into some gameplay. Let's go into some Clash of Worlds, right? Let's do it. Now this, if you weren't aware, we're about to finish our Clash of Worlds season, right? And right now we are standing at number 64. We're out of the top 50 currently. We are fighting a guild. It's a pretty close fight. And if we win, I'm pretty sure we'll get up to this rank, which will give us 900 Clash of Worlds trophies at the end. But the season ends today. So we usually have a week break between seasons. So don't expect to do Clash of Worlds next week. I will say Clash of Worlds has become a lot more prevalent. These Clash of Worlds trophies, not only do they upgrade your Titans or get you Gifts of Dominion, but they now can trade out the Gifts of Dominion for catalysts, which you're definitely going to need a lot of. Olympus actually has a great catalyst videos. He's done a lot of work with this. If you haven't checked out his videos around there, go ahead and do that. He was one of the first people who did some creation and showing what that's going to look like and testing of it. And he got pretty unlucky. I'll spoil it for you. He got pretty unlucky, and whenever he was trying it. So sorry, Zeus. I know that hurts. I got unlucky in a couple streams 2 weeks ago. So, is 80k power for Nebula good enough to use? It really depends, Mattia. If you are what level you are. If you're trying to do against max fights, it's probably not going to be enough if you're high level. But if you're like a mid level, if you're in a silver guild, for example, a newer server, then yeah, like a 80k power Nebula could be really good. It just really depends on the situation. I personally, and this is if you're fighting max. If you're fighting other max teams, I kind of consider, and this is just an arbitrary number, so this is not official. This is nothing, but I kind of have a max of power is about 150k to be fighting ready against other max teams. That's what I consider it. Like this Ninja Turtles, I wouldn't throw this Ninja Turtles in. It's only 118. But Dorian, my Dorian's 165. Be happy to throw him in. Honestly, Dorian's one of the ones that you don't need as high because initiation is really what his big thing is. But like Corvus, 167. Yeah, he's fighting ready. So 150k power is fighting ready if you're fighting max teams. That's my opinion. But that's just my number. You can have less, and you can still be very effective if you have the right combinations, right? So really depends. All right, let's figure out some attacks that we can do here. Help my guild out. Looks like we might be going after Lighthouse. This team. Let's do some testing with this team. I'm going to try to do yeah. I'm going to try to do how would an Ishmael team work against here? Let's try something like this. My Lara. Might be able to put Mara on. Aiden. Maybe I can throw Lyria in here too. Change that pet. We'll just do like Axel, and let's do that flag. Yeah. Waiting on a Dark Totem. Yep. Once you get that, you'll just be able to level up a ton. I'm assuming this team probably should do pretty well. Looks like it. Once Ishmael gets going, yeah. We'll test it out a little bit more. Like if it's full health, that's when you know you have a good team. Whenever the opposing team's dying and you have a full health. For those of you that don't know, surprise, this is my COW team. Most of the time. Okay. Yeah. I think we can fight. I think we can fight this one. Let's go ahead, just do the same team. Mara, let's go ahead, do Lyria, Oliver, Ishmael, Sebastian, and Aiden. Who did I knock out? Lara? Aiden with Chorus. There we go. Watch it not work now. It should. There it is. That's the long stun. And that's why I put the Mara on Lara, is because Sebastian was in the 4th spot. So that stun went off before Sebastian's could ult, thus stunning the opponent for like 6 seconds. Battles are pretty easy when your opponents are stunned. Who knew? That doesn't look like that hard of a team. That doesn't look like that hard of a team. Let's try something fun here. Let's try like an Orion Augustus team with Morgan Tank. Maybe Dorian? Something like that. I don't have a crit, which is fine, but he might hurt. We'll see. No, I don't think they have any effects here. I don't think there's any stuns in this group, so I should probably still do Axel. Yeah. Boom. Boom. And you're done. Let's see if that tests. If Morgan dies before Rufus dies, that's the only problem whenever I'm in trouble. It doesn't happen very often. Couple defeats, couple more defeats. Uh-oh. Now it's not as consistent. That is just staying alive. Okay. I want to be a little bit more consistent. Let's go ahead and try a different type of team. That might work. Let's do you. We'll throw a Martha in there. We still will have Morgan. Maybe we could do like a Corvus Morgan. Who else could be good here? Try Aiden. I already used Aiden, unfortunately, so I can't use Aiden. Otherwise, that would work out perfectly. I used Aiden in the last fight. Yeah. Everyone's so excited for Olympus to be here. He's the main attraction, not me. Here we go. Maybe Chew? Maybe. Maybe. I didn't switch the flag. Oh, well. We'll see how it does. It's not bad so far. Let's see if we're consistent here. Pretty consistent. Okay. Let's try it with this, though I'm going to change the flag. All right, so I went Jing Mao. I went Martha, Corvus, Morgan, and Zhu. Train Zhu to Vex. War Flag of Strength. Yeah. Let's try it. Oh, thank you, nothing. I appreciate it. We will be doing giveaways in just a little bit. Giveaways courtesy of Olympus. Thank you, Olympus, for allowing us to do some giveaways. It's not my gifts. I'm still not in the influencer community, according to Hero Wars. But Olympus has very nicely volunteered to allow me to do giveaways where he will be sending you the stuff, but I will be basically doing the giveaway. So, yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, let's try something like this for this team. Let's put a chorus pet in there and something like that. Just want to make sure it's a test before I'm not sure if I clicked it for a test or not. Okay, let's try it one more time. There we go. Dorian and Nebula. Yes, yes, yes. Olympus helps everything. Yeah. It is very generous. Very generous. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lyria is usually solid against this type of team. I've noticed that, like that. Her ult can almost one-shot these two. Olympus does rock. That is true. Okay, let's try something else. What if I went like this? Or is there another tank I can use? No, not really. Oh, why is Chorus not there? Chorus absolutely needs to be there. So my thought pattern is here is Astaroth for the armor artifact. Nope, still no. Yeah, that's not even close. That's not even close. I could beat it with my physical attack team, but I've already used them. Like, these are the heroes that... Oops. These are the heroes that I have left. Maybe I have something. Let's try to test it again. Let's switch up this. Let's put in a Celeste. Maybe with an Axel. Maybe that does enough damage to knock Lyria out sooner rather than later. No, doesn't look like it. I might win this one, but it's not an overwhelming victory. I don't have Arachne. This would be a good team to use that, but I do not have an Arachne, unfortunately. I want like an 80% odds at the very least. Okay, let's change this one more time. I'm not sure if this is going to make any difference, but we can try this. Arachne is one of those heroes that I do need to level up, for sure. 100% need to level up Arachne. She's on the list. See, this is what I need to do, right? If I can take down that Lyria quick, then this is going to be a very fast battle. That's the question, though. Can I kill her quick? And that test I did. All the rest, no, I can't. Okay, let's go against this guy then. Let's see if I can find a team that can beat this guy. He does not have a Sebastian there, so this combo could still work a little bit. Let's just try this team. Let's see how it does. Yeah, that looks a lot better, doesn't it? I like my chances there. Test with Baby Arachne, Mara, Augustus, Biscuit. Just trying to break through Sebastian shields there. It's not a bad idea. I think I'm just going to go with the one that I know I can, the one that I know I can win. I think it was this. Yeah. And flag. Arachne, Augustus, Lara, Aiden, Turtles kills the Galahad meta. Yeah, that's a lot of stuns. A lot of stuns. That just Sebastian can't shield far enough, right? Like that's kind of the strategy of that team. Is just like Sebastian won't be able to do enough. Uh-oh. That's not good. Come on. Make it happen. Oh, you don't usually see Astaroth kill someone, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, that one's almost done. I think I got all my attacks in here. Pretty sure I'm done. Yep, I am. Yeah, I do like the Overwhelm, Sebastian Shield type of teams. Like Arachne, Augustus, Lara. All of those have just like stuff that Sebastian can shield from. But if he gets just like destroyed and that shield can just like get overwhelmed where it can't go fast enough, then you can keep on going. Keep Arachne alive longer. Yep, that's exactly what the strategy would be there. But my Arachne is very weak. That is one of the heroes I need to level up a little bit. She is on the list. I was actually planning on doing Polaris first and then probably Arachne right after. Oh, it's Chorus, not Astaroth. Yeah, I guess it was. The damage there. But yeah, my Arachne is pretty weak. Where are you? Can't be that low. There we go. 41K. Yeah. Very weak. Okay. Let's do some Osh fights. We did COW. Let's go ahead and do some Osh fights. Hey, Olympus, do you have like best Osh teams? Do you have that on your website? I'm not sure. I haven't seen those, but it would be good to know. Be good to know if you had like, hey, here are the top 5 teams. I'd use it. All right, let's go ahead. We're doing our team. Now, this one I don't need help with. We've done this so much. Oh, before I do that, let's make sure I bought all of these stuff that I need. No, I don't want to do that. I will go ahead and buy these. Don't want to do that yet. I can go ahead and buy those too. Okay. I'm going to buy the others after the first fight. I've just had a bad experience and weakening it a little bit, and my team barely did any damage. So I'm a little bit stitious. Just a bit. All right, Martha, and where are you, Isaac? With the Albus pet. It's not updated. We'll update soon. Osh page, awesome. Yeah, I think everyone would love to see that. How is good Arachne versus Sebastian? Well, if it's just Arachne versus Sebastian, not very. But if you have a lot of other control effects that you are going to be putting in, then those other control effects can basically destroy Sebastian's shield, which will then make Arachne very effective because she'll be able to stun. Okay, we got a 80 million so far. Let's see what else we can do here. 100. Not great yet. Uh-oh. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this is not going to be a good one, is it? 27. Yeah. Not that great. Not that great. Oh, well. Let's buy the other buffs now. I'm trying to get more into the... No pet on Martha. Yeah, I don't think it really matters that much. Maybe it does, but I don't think you have to put a pet on her for sure. Let's go ahead and throw a few other teams out here. Throw them with Dorian, Tank. Who would also be good here? Maybe something like this. We'll see. Not sure if you mentioned it before, but can you please go over your 3 Grand Arena teams for defense and explain the synergy of each team? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that right after these fights. Adrift and Alone. This team doesn't seem to be doing terribly. Not great. And there goes Dorian. I spoke too soon. Luckily, these two with Dorian's thing can still do a lot of damage. With Dorian's little vampirism ability. They'll just keep on going. Hey, MS Creator. Hope you're doing well. All right, let's do like a Cornelius team. Cornelius... Let's throw in Lyria, Ishmael. Shu, I guess. Really need a healer here. Let's just throw Aiden in. Should we? Yeah, let's throw 8 in. Something like this, maybe. I don't think this team's going to do that great, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's not even watch. Let's just skip it. 3.248. Yeah. And we'll finish up with... Oh, I should have put Xing Mao on that team. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Throw Cascade in there. $4 million. Again, nothing great. And then lastly, heavy tank team. Yeah. I don't know. Like the second through fifth Osh teams, I don't think are nearly as important. You just want to get as much as you can from that first one, right? The other ones are just not as amazing. All right. So before I actually do the COW, not COW, the Grand Arena, let's go ahead and start our giveaway. I want you to put a hashtag Olympus in. Just so you know what the giveaway is going to be is, let's go ahead and see if I can pull it up. There's a few different rewards that you'll be able to get. We're going to be 500 skin stones, 30 summoning spheres, 30 artifact chest keys, 10 pet keys, and 5 bottled energy, 3 portal charges, and 500,000 gold. Yep, exactly like that. Hashtag Olympus if you want to be in for the prize. Go ahead, put that in. I'm going to give it a couple minutes, and then we're going to come back. You only need to put it in once. Don't try to put it in more to get more stuff. Don't try it. It's not going to work. Put the hashtag Olympuses in. Okay, let's talk about Grand Arena now. So, my teams are as follows. I have kind of a magic team with my Augustus Orion combo, and then Celeste and Aurora and Dorian. Usually I like to use this with Nebula, but this is just heavy magic, right? It can be very effective against the right teams, or it could just fall flat. So it really depends. But I have that as a defense team, and I actually switch these a lot, right? I'll just switch the spots because usually I'm fighting for the number one, right? So I will switch these teams up all the time to make sure that my opponents don't know which team I'm fighting. You can only do that if you're number one, though. You can only do that if you're number one. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Second team, I have my just COW team or Area of Conquest team. The Lyria, Ishmael, Sebastian, Lara, Aiden combo. This works really well, especially in Area of Conquest, because once Ishmael gets charged, it's just going to be a powerhouse. It's going to be able to eat through a lot of different teams. Even if you build a counter team, this team can still win if you get lucky and you get the right crits. So I like this team a lot. And then lastly, I have kind of a defense team that used to be popular that's still pretty good. It's the Julius, Nebula, and Heidi with Rufus and Martha. This is like a shield team. So Julius is going to be doing shields. Rufus is going to be doing shields. And this Nebula is going to be able to be boosting Julius's shield, but the main damage is Heidi, the boosted Heidi. It's a survivability team. And then the speed up. Julius gives a speed up. Martha gives a speed up. And Heidi's just going to be throwing that death flower, just trying to kill as fast as possible. So that's kind of the synergy between that team. It can be hard to kill. Obviously, everything's counterable in Hero Wars, right? Everything can be beat. But they're relatively solid teams. Let's take a look. You can see a few defense succeeded, a few defeats, a few defense failed. It's mostly this guy. He's my main rival on this server. And he's pretty crazy about making sure he has the number one rank. Like, I took it from him, and he took it 30 seconds later. Yeah. And then, not 30 seconds later. No, 30 seconds. Because he then spent emeralds 19 seconds after he lost to fight me again. Right? He's pretty crazy like that. But spend your emeralds how you want to. I would not spend them on stopping the charge. But that's just me. How do I beat my third team? This team is beatable a couple of different ways. First, it used to be beatable and still is with a Xing Mao team. So I would use a Xing Mao, a Aiden, a Lara Croft, a Sebastian, and I mean you can throw in another hero there, but that team does pretty good against that. Yeah. Pretty good against that. Yeah. Hey, Daniel, M. Green Dragon. Hope you're doing well. Does everyone have a rival? Like, that guy is my rival on this server, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 fights in the last day, right? So he's the guy. Now, my server isn't very big. It's not very big at all, right? It's like there's basically only Gold League guilds, and then after that, it's pretty sparse. It's one of the smaller servers, which is nice and annoying. I would rather have a little bit more competition, but at the same time, my guild has not lost a guild war in over a year. We've won every single one, right? Every single one. So that's the nice thing. But if you take a look at like leagues, Silver League, number 3, Silver League. Well, okay, that one has 29 members. This one has 29. Let's go a little bit, maybe 5th. 21 members. We go to the bottom. That one actually has 30. 28. Okay, so that's not as bad as I was thinking. There we go, 5. This is a Silver League guild that has 5 members, right? I don't think you see that. I don't think you see that. Isaac is not on any team. I have put Isaac in. If I was going to add him, I think he's kind of interesting to add. If you want to take out like an Ishmael or you want to take out Illyria and put an Isaac in, that's not a bad idea. It's server 69 on Facebook. Server 69. It's called Warriors of Zerikar. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, of course you have a rival. I have 2 that I change places with. Hey, it kind of makes the game a little bit more fun, right? Having someone that you're just continually battling. I will say one of my favorite activities in the game is if you know that person's online, you attack them. And then I have had it before where this guy keeps on fighting me, and I will just be refreshing my screen as fast as possible and changing these teams. So he'll fight me. He'll refresh using emeralds, and then he'll switch his teams up to counter mine, but I'll have switched mine before that. And I've done that probably like 3 or 4 times where he's had like 5 losses against me in a minute. And I find it hilarious. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do, just to mess with him a little bit. I'm not willing to spend the emeralds to stop the cooldown. I'm not going to do that. I want to spend them on better stuff. But for me, that's some of the joy I get out of fighting him in Hero Wars. Yeah. All right. Again, hashtag Olympus if you want to be in for the prize drawing. Go ahead, throw that up. How did I get so much gold? Yeah. I have so much gold because of dungeon. I am pretty far in the dungeon. I'm at 95. We'll take a look at what I haven't finished today, actually. I get at least 30 million gold per day from the dungeon. Giveaway is for Facebook and web. Facebook and web. Yep. Doesn't matter what you're on. Hashtag Olympus. Our sponsor for the day, if you will. Yeah, but I try to get up to about 2,500 Titanite per day. And the only reason I'm doing that is to get enough Titan skin or Titan potions to level up all of these Titans. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to be done with dungeon almost permanently, besides getting the freebies each day. But I'm so ready to be done with dungeon. I hate it, but it gives you a ton of gold in the later levels. Like, let's take a look. Am I close here? Okay, let's do a few battles and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Hashtag Olympus. We're going to be selecting soon, so go ahead, put that in. I just do all my battles on like high speed now because the damage doesn't really matter at this point as long as you're clicking on your water totem. How long does it take me? About an hour and 40 minutes each day. I usually watch shows or do it in the background while doing something. I will soon have to do it 0 amount though, which will be very fun. Okay, here we go. I'll finish this battle real quick. And you can see my strategy here whenever I'm doing the dungeon. I just speed it up. Well, I'll show you in just a sec. So I just speed it up to ×5 speed, and I'm just going to be, I've done this enough to where I know when stuff is going to happen, and then I just click the buttons, and boom. Like, my whole team is still completely healthy here. So whenever I click this activate, it's going to move me to a next save point, 969,000 gold. I'm getting close to 1 million gold each 10 levels. Gold does not matter at the end game, right? If you're far enough in the dungeon, gold is worthless. It's completely worthless for me. I don't even know where to spend it. I don't know where to spend gold, right? Now, in the beginning of the game, gold is crazy valuable. It's like one of the most valuable resources. But once you get further in the game, especially if you get far in the dungeon, which is actually the reason why whenever I started, I focused on totems specifically. I would spend almost all of my emeralds on totems, almost entirely, just so I could get these strong, so I could get further in the dungeon, so I could get more resources, so I could get more gold and keep my chain moving. Yeah. Can you explain how Nebula's position in the team affects her equilibrium skill when boosting other heroes? Yeah, sure. So Nebula is going to be a middle line hero. So she won't stand next to everyone, but you want her to stand next to usually damage dealers for the most part. And her skill, equilibrium, meaning is that she will basically not do a basic attack. She will give this like little bobble. It's like this little energy ball that will be above other heroes. And what that will do is that will give them a pretty big boost of that particular attack. So the reason she's so good is you'll have good damage dealers like an Orion, an Amira, a Heidi. And this boosted magic attack goes from maybe Heidi goes from killing 50% of a team's health with her ult to it kills the entire team with her ult one time. Right? It can be that strong. It can be that strong. So you want to put her around damage dealers for the most part. Like, that's the best use of her. And she's an amazing hero. Amazing hero. She also removes some energy from opposing teams. She heals and removes negative effects. And she also, this one's not as big, probably her worst ability, but it's still good. It deals damage to the enemy with the lowest health. Right? How old is the account? 2.5 years. Almost. It's getting closer to 3 now. It's getting closer to 3 years. Yeah. Yep. Adrift and alone. Exactly. In front and behind her. So right here, she's in the middle. She's boosting Heidi. She's boosting Julius. Yep. Gustavo, you need a lot of gold. I wish they allowed me to trade gold. I'd be happy to give you a lot of gold. I'll give it to you cheap. But I think they know that it would be taken advantage of if they allow trades, stuff like that. I have advocated and continue to advocate for a way for you to basically have a trade house in game that you can do like one trade per day. It would need to be regulated to make sure it couldn't be taken advantage of. But like if you have a ton of gold, trade 1 million gold or 10 million gold, 100 million gold, whatever, for a different resource that maybe you need. And it would just help both people, right? 3 years and all totems makes you a whale. I spend about $50 per month on the game. If that makes me a whale, then I'm a whale. That's about what I spend per month. $50. If you're smart about it, it can go very far. Very far. I guess if you actually take into how long I played that game, $50 does add up per month, right? If it's almost 3 years now, 36 times 50, I don't really want to think about it, but like over $1,000 I've spent. Yeah. What happens if she's first in line? She will still boost the person behind her. So if she's first, she's actually not a terrible tank because she does have dodge. With Lyria, I guess she's much less effective, but she is a dodge hero. So I have seen Nebula tanks before, but she'll just boost the person behind. Yeah. Ishmael, Goose, Sebastian, Lara, Aiden. That's a good team too. I think I need to build out my Goose. I've seen him in a lot of teams where I've had a little bit of trouble with, and whenever I'm having trouble with a hero, that usually means I should probably build him out. Yeah. How do you usually spend those $50? So there's really 4 different ways. 4 different ways that you can spend money that I would recommend. Number 1, If you are going to spend money, and I'm not saying you should be spending money on the game, if you are going to be spending money, look to see if there's going to be a new hero event. Those are going to be the best places to spend money. For the new hero ticket or for resources in that event, those new events are massive. Absolutely massive. Okay. So that would be number one. If I see a new event, I'm not going to usually be buying a golden ticket. I will just go towards the new event. Number two, this season ticket. I haven't bought one for the past 3 months. I did buy one this year because I'm just trying to get more Ascension or totem resources. Specifically, whenever I say totem, I'm talking about fusion. I want to get more fusion stuff, so I'm just using this to get the totem to transfer that. So I'm doing it there. These seasons are really good value, just very good value in terms of the emeralds that you get, especially if you're a newer player. All of these are going to be very helpful to you. If you're an older player like me, this stuff starts to become less and less valuable, right? Like I don't need a super titan of my choice. That doesn't matter to me. I don't really need chaos particles. Like some of this other stuff is nice to have, but it's not need to have. Like I guess the moves are nice to have, but I don't need these gleaming seal chests, you know. But especially for new players, it's really good. Yeah. Then next up, the Area of Conquest ticket is also a good buy. Those chests that you can get are phenomenal. Like they're amazing resources for you. So that is going to be one of the top two. If you are able to do an Area of Conquest ticket. I've done it a couple times. I don't do it every single time. It depends on how well my guild is doing. If they're able to get a ton of points and get to that level like 40, then it's probably worth it. Yeah, AOC Battle Pass. Yep. Adrift and Alone, you only ranked Gus C+ in your deep dive. I know. And by himself, I don't think he is that great, but I've seen him with a few teams, like specifically the Lyria, Goose, like Kiera team. Some of them even have Corvus that have given me a little bit of trouble. I still am able to beat them, but it takes me a little bit of testing to beat them. So Goose might go up in my rankings a little bit. All right, let's all get to what you're here for, right? Let's get to the giveaway. All right, so I've gone ahead, put this in. This is my first time doing a giveaway, so stay with me. Hopefully this works. I tested this out a little bit. We're going to go ahead and load the comments. Cool. There we go. Everyone's comments. Great. We are going to do a filter by hashtag. Write a hashtag. Hashtag Olympus. Minimum mentions. We don't need that. Exclude duplicates. Yes, please. All right. We're going to have one winner. We're actually going to have 3 different winners, but we're going to draw 3 different times. So we're going to have 3 different winners. Doesn't matter if you're Facebook or web. That's what we're doing here today. And yeah, I'm not going to do any of this special stuff, but let's go ahead, click this, and let's see if it works. You can see here, these are the participants. Last second if you want in. Joseph. Okay, I see you. Great. Matt Master. Let me go back real quick. Okay, let me grab this. Grab the stream. Let's put it in one more time. Oops. Let's go to the studio. I need to grab that link. Last second. Yeah, and I appreciate that, Mikhail. Any likes and any subscriptions would be very appreciated. Always helps the channel grow, which is what I'm trying to do here. The more people I can help, the better. Okay, there we go. Now I got the link. Let's try it again. Load comments. Great. Continue. Filter by hashtag. Olympus. I spelling that right? I think so. There we go. Looked wrong for a second. Exclude duplicates. Okay, confirm. There we go. All right. First winner. 10, 9, 8. I don't know why I have a countdown. We'll see. Zobalamoosh. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Zobalamoosh. Please go ahead and put your ID, either Facebook or web, and let me know which one, into the chat. Zobalamoosh. We'll give it a couple minutes. Give it a couple minutes. Zobalamoosh. Okay, I see you in the chat. I need, if you play on Facebook or web, and your ID. If you don't know how to get your ID, it's pretty easy. You go here, click on your name. There's an account ID right here. If you just click on it, it's copied. ID, great. And are you web? Zobalamoosh. There we go. Got your ID. Web or Facebook? Or did you already say? Web. All right. Awesome. Congratulations. You'll be getting that shortly after this stream. I'll reach out to Olympus if he's still on here. Well, he might still be on here, actually. Oh, did I move back? Darn. Looks like I'm going to have to load it again. Here we go. Exclude duplicates. Olympus. Oh, Olympus might have already sent it. There you go. He might have already sent it. Great. And what it's going to look like, by the way, everyone, is you should get something in your mail that looks like this. Contest victory. Right? So that's what you should be getting in there. All right, second winner. Viking. Congratulations, Viking. I know you're on Facebook, Viking. I know you're on Facebook, but we're still going to need that ID. Still going to need the ID, Viking. You can take this as a thank you for AOC a couple of weeks ago. Viking Muhammad, this is our giveaway. If you put a hashtag Olympus into the chat, hashtag Olympus, then you will be eligible to get a potential prize. If you are joining late, Olympus is our sponsor. He's a great guy. And there we go. ID. Viking ID. Thank you for putting that in. I know you play on Facebook. Writing that down just in case. Yeah. Yeah, but he... Olympus has been kind enough to offer me the gifts that he has. Because didn't Viking win the giveaway from Hero Wars Central multiple times? He probably did. It's all scam. All a scam. Okay. One more time. We're going to select one more winner here. Oops. I really need to figure out a way not to have to keep on going back. One more winner. Not going to be a repeat winner. Not going to be a repeat. Hashtag Olympus. Last seconds to get in here. Hashtag Olympus. Exclude duplicates. All right. And... oh, thank you, Radislav. I appreciate the support. Let's start it. This is going to be our last giveaway. We're going to be trying to do more giveaways on this channel. I'm currently... Hero Wars has not given me a content creator status yet. Alatar, congratulations. Let me know if you're on Facebook or web and your ID. So they haven't given me a status yet. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get my own gifts. But in the meantime, Olympus has been very, very nice. Very, very nice of saying that, there we go, web, Alatar. Perfect. Go ahead, copy that over. All right, all winners should be getting their gifts soon. So thank you for participating. We will have more giveaways in the future. I'm planning on doing some next week. However, next week is actually going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be pushing my stream probably till Sunday. I'm going to be out of town on Saturday, so I won't be able to do it then, but I should still have a stream on Sunday. There we go. Thank you, Olympus. What a great guy, Olympus. Yeah. He is a great content creator. Very, very knowledgeable in the game. Very, very knowledgeable in the game. If you haven't seen his videos, or if you haven't seen his site, they're both very, very good. They're both very good, and he's probably, in my personal opinion, he's probably the most knowledgeable content creator out there. So check him out if you haven't. Check him out. He's great, and I appreciate all of his support that he's given me too. He's one of the few people. He's one of the few people that is, he reached out to me. I'm a much smaller content creator than him, right? Much smaller content creator than him. He reached out to me to ask, hey, is there anything I can help you with? Not a lot of people do that. So he's just a great guy. Just a great guy. Yeah. But hopefully I'll be able to get some gifts on my own later on, and be able to do some giveaways too. We'll see. We'll see what happens if I can ever get in touch with the Hero Wars team. Yeah. All right. A couple other updates. Number one, guys, I got lucky. I got lucky this past week. So if we take a look at what happened earlier, there was an event, Elemental Synergy. Elemental Synergy has a task here. If I can scroll over it, let's refresh real quick. Elemental Synergy has a task for opening Titan artifact spheres 1,000 times. Now, normally I don't do that. But I had a few extra artifact spheres, so I decided, look, I'm going to go nuts. Let's go ahead and open 1,000. And opened about 100. I wanted to do this because I also wanted to test out the new feature, which, if you haven't heard, they have a new feature that allows you to open a lot of stuff at once now, right? Where you can just move it over. And thank God they did this. It was super annoying beforehand. But I wanted to test it out. And I had like 1,500 of these, so figured why not? I'll go ahead and do it. I opened 900, nothing. And then on the last 100 that I was going to open, what did I get? Boom! Earth Spirit Fragment. Now, I don't need an Earth Spirit Fragment. All my stuff is already maxed, but I always do need those. So I'm going to go ahead and transform this into these. And whenever the Titan Tournament of Power comes, I'm going to be using these to try to upgrade my totems a little bit more. But I was very excited for that. It's been a while since I've gotten a totem because I had all the totems. But now they're giving them away too, just so you can turn them in for other stuff. So I'm very excited about that. And I will be, because I did buy Nature Season. I did buy Nature Season this time. I will also be getting that totem. And I will be using, and have been using, Olympus's guide for the best fusion resources. So if you just type in like Olympus Fusion Hero Wars in Google, you can see like he has a totem fusion section, which no one else does. He is literally the only content creator that has this. Okay. And it gives an in-depth guide, but you can also get a little bit more specific of Hero Wars. Let's say Dark Totem. This is what I used. This is what I personally used, right? And you can see here that it goes through for the best primal skill, the best elemental skill, and then gives you a conclusion on what is the best that you should be doing, right? Ice Age, and then like it says, Ice Age and Wrath of the Depths are clear winners among elemental, delivering controlled bursts. Death Whisper and Flame Dance among primal skills. Triple Cycle provides unmatched. Invest wisely. And there is even an A. Like, here we go. Best primal skill, Triple Cycle. And I think the Ice, or it should be, I think it's Wrath of the Depths with Triple Cycle here. But it's really good. Yeah, he might. Any news about the early Lara Croft conversion? Nothing. Exactly what your name is. Nothing. They haven't given us any update about that. I'm not sure they will. I think they're just trying to sweep it under the rug. I doubt there's anything going to happen there. But I agree for the Olympus stuff. I think he is very knowledgeable in the game. And a great guy. Yeah. But nothing about the early Lara Croft conversion. I know it affected, hopefully, few of you. But for those that affected, it really could hurt. Hopefully, you were able to get your stuff done beforehand. But, yeah. I don't think they're going to do anything. That's my best guess, nothing. I don't think they're going to do anything. All right. Now, lastly, what I want to do today is we're gonna try to upgrade some flag patterns. And I have a lot of these golden thread that I just haven't used. And I haven't upgraded flag patterns in a long time. And I have very low odds. But I wanted to see if I got some streamer luck here on what I can do here. So I think I'm going to try to, let's see, what are the chances here? 90.7% failure. That's not a good odds. 76% failure, 76% failure, 76% failure, 90% failure, 76, 76. Yeah, I've already gotten most of them up to, okay, so this one I could upgrade. Yeah. Yeah. Did Heroes reply about that, Matt Master? Did they reply and say, like, hey, we'll let you know in a few months? I seen a video of Olympus and Kronos account, like crazy resources. Everything is maxed. Yeah. That's why Olympus knows what he's talking about. He's been playing the game for a while. Right? All right. Let's see if we can upgrade this. Failure. This is the annoying thing, guys. With this resource, they give you so few golden thread in this game, and then you get a failure and nothing happens. They don't even give you free resources. There's no bad luck protection. There's nothing. They need to do something about this. Failure. 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 Success. Okay. I think it went up. What did it go up from? It's what, 11.5 now? I think it was 11. Something like that. It's bad odds. It's bad odds. This is why I don't invest in these things, right? Some people say like, oh, I need so many golden threads to max this out. It's so little. And I do want to max them out. I would love to max them out, but I'm not willing to spend the amount of money without any bad luck protection or anything here to do that, right? 0.5%. And I spent like 20,000 golden thread, over 20,000 golden thread, right? So that's the reason I don't really care about golden thread that much. Sure, use them to get your red patterns. Use them to upgrade them once. Hopefully you get pretty lucky and then go from there. But it's going to take a long time to max everything out with just how much it costs. There's nothing you can really do about that. I got one success, though. I got one success. I guess that's a little bit better than if anyone was watching a while back. I did during the Titan Tournament of Power, I did my fusion upgrades, and I got pretty unlucky. Like it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, guys. What happened is I changed them, and I changed them to what Olympus says is the best, which I highly recommend. But whenever I was upgrading, I just kept on getting the 1 rank skills. Then I would try it again, right? Like try to upgrade, create a skill. Nope, you failed. Has 40% failure, 60% success rate. Nope, you still failed. So that happened for probably like 5, 6 times in a row. And then at the very end, I did upgrade 1 Call of the Elements on my light, and I got it to max. So pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Marty, I did get 1 level 5. Everything else is level 1, 1 level 5. Yeah. I'll take the level 5. The next Hero Tournament of Power or Titan Tournament of Power that comes around, I'll be ready. I have 840 of these, so hopefully that will give me something. And I'll probably will exchange some stuff in for some more Primal Catalysts. I'm kind of going back and forth about what I should do with these. These Legendary Gifts of Dominion. I don't know if it's worth it to trade it into Primal Catalysts. My heart says no, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough choice. I just still need a lot of heroes, right? Like, most of my heroes aren't maxed. I have a decent amount of maxed heroes, but there's still a lot I need. I want to upgrade Polaris. I want to upgrade Thea. I want to upgrade Arachne. You know, so just a lot there. All right, I think that is going to be it for today. I appreciate everyone jumping on. Thank you for participating in the giveaway. Yeah, Secret Wealth. We'll talk about this really quick, then I'll go. So yeah, I absolutely buy stuff from Secret Wealth. I intentionally only buy one thing though. I only buy stuff and the 250 artifacts of the orange artifacts, right? So if we're talking, let's go here. There's going to be opportunities to buy 250 of those. I think that's the best buy personally. That's what I use my artifacts or my extra pet potions for, which is also the reason I do Adventure 13 each day, just to get as many of those as I can. But I'm waiting for the artifacts. I'm waiting for the artifacts. Is Rarity Fair worth it? Absolutely not. No, do not spend emeralds on the Rarity Fair. Do not do it. It is not worth it. It is bad. What about the runes? Spooky, I don't think that's a bad idea. I have spent on runes beforehand. I just prefer artifacts. Runes, you can get them daily, but I think the biggest thing is you can get them during events too for cheaper. And I know you can get the orange artifacts too, but I would rather spend on the runes during the actual like new hero events and get a lot of those, and then use my Secret Wealth to buy the artifacts. Yeah. Check post from 1 October under Autumn Festival. Post. Oh, you're talking about, okay. Let's take a look. No. You're talking about the Lara stuff? Maybe I'm missing it. No. Huh. I don't know where it is. I think this is the Autumn Festival one, right? Autumn Festival event has started, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you spend emeralds in Secret Wealth, like Ascension stuff? No. I intentionally only spend emeralds daily. I spend them on energy. I do get up to 150. So I spend 600 on energy. I will spend a few on the tower if there's an item that I need. But besides that, I save all my emeralds until there is different buys. And if I have to spend emeralds on Ascension, which I don't think is a bad idea because Ascension materials are hard to get. I actually go in the, and I want to do spins with my emeralds. And whatever I mean by spins is in the Astral Seer, right? Like this thing right here, it gives you Ascension materials, maybe not the ones you need, but the nice thing is, and this is the key for me, it will give you these seeds, right? And you need so many of these eternal seeds to upgrade all of these branches. So that's what I go for. If I'm buying Ascension materials, I do the spends. Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for jumping on. I'll let you know about next week. It's going to be Sunday. My best guess is 1 p.m. Eastern time, somewhere around that, which would be 5 p.m. GMT for everyone out there. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do it since I'm out of town next week. But I appreciate everyone jumping on. Congratulations to the winners, and we'll talk with you soon.